Hey y'all, I feel like I haven't done a video for you guys in a minute. Sorry, it's okay though. See, that's what recharging is about. When you take your time and you go with the flow, but remember, in order to go with the flow, you have to make sure that you don't have any tainted instincts where your heart space is basically in a position where it's compromised, I guess you could say. And with it being compromised, you're not able to now go about life in a way that you were destined to, where it's not difficult, because a lot of times things are difficult because we don't take the time out to really know what it is that we're able to do as human beings, period. So, yeah, that's my goal when I do these videos or anything that I do and I share it with the public. It's to get everyone to that space, because I've been there and I still go through those moments where, like, I need to figure out what it is that I'm trying to do. But when I get to that point, I just now meditate. I do what it is that I say or advise you guys to do because I've experienced it. So I'm not going to give you something or sit here and try to teach people something that I don't have a personal experience with, So, yeah. The last reading I did was amazing. For some reason, I just had to take time and even take part of that message as to what I said in the message, in terms of taking the time to go within and see what it is that I have been doing. Do I want to continue to do it? And if so, is what I'm doing at this moment to get the result that I want, is it enough? Am I doing everything that I am able to control and do? So it was a good thing to check off yes on a lot of things. That's for sure. And it's amazing to see how things actually change, in terms of you actually going within and doing the work, and now you're able to see the results that you've hoped for. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. That space, that void of course moon type space. Void of course moon is basically when the moon separates itself from a particular astrologic sign or zodiac, and it's in the middle before it attaches to the next one. Before all it's going to do is going to go forward. And as it's going forward, there comes a period in time where it actually wanders. So but I did have that moment these last 2 days where I wandered in terms of feeling what it was that was stated in the message, and realizing where it was, what's opening up, and how I'm viewing it this time. Because that's not to say that the last cycle things didn't open up. It did. But at the same time, it wasn't where, I am now. And life it's a process. It's all about progress. Because the moment you perfect something, what else is there to do? So at that point, it's like you're no longer learning. And I was going to do a tarot read for you guys, but I'm still going to do one. I don't know, I guess I just have to say that. But we're going to get into the tarot. Let's see what lovely messages we get for you guys. Alright. So whenever you watch this, it's timeless. I'm no longer going to say the days of my videos. I'm just going to just give the message. And if it resonates with you, it resonates with you. Don't make anything fit. Yeah, the person reading the information is in the description box below. Four of Cups and the Four of Swords. Hope, rest, meditating, right decision. Where it builds. Off of those moments of just persevering, but also highly emotional to the point that the perseverance is hurtful. See? Once you get to this point, it's like overthinking, you know? Or you could have realized something and you're just like, oh my God, you know? Like that X factor. It's like a major plot twist. Queen of Pentacles at the bottom. And Queen of Wands. So Queen of Pentacles, Earth. Queen of Wands, fire. So fire we're looking at arrows. Whoa. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We do have something by the name of arrows. Some of you look that up. It might be relevant to you. So let's go to the spread. Quick, rapid movement to the start of the foundation. Let's see. At the bottom, the Devil card, restrictions, limitations, or just deep passion, or it can also mean Capricorn at the bottom. Let's see what this is. Spirit guides a message to you, huh? First and foremost, thank you for these messages, for creation, for clarity, and that this message that comes across is taken by those who, will resonate with it, and those who don't, that this is not their message, and to continue what it is that they're doing for the greater good. So with the Devil card coming up on the bottom, it could be toxic behavior, like bad habits. King of Cups. Now, this lovely thing here, King of Cups, it's like in almost every reading, even readers that I resonate with, pulling the King of Cups, like as Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. But it's also someone who is the epitome of love when it comes to the masculine energy. And when you think of the nurturing side of the masculine, you'll get that from the King of Cups. And it could be energy, doesn't have to be masculine, but in terms of a way that, some could relate to it. King of Cups. Let's see what's next. Start of a new foundation, or waiting. So this King of Cups is looking at how to start this new foundation. Okay? It could also be a feminine, and the masculine side is basically about taking action. So we're talking about taking action. Cups is water, emotions, okay? Understanding those emotions before taking that step, or as you've taken that step, you have a understanding, understanding, and overstanding as to why you're doing things, which is where you want to be. That's the purpose of completing the cycle, is that you're able to match your actions with your emotions. So we don't still see where this goes, because we can go to this read it. I've already said here, go ahead with you cards. Thank you, Spirit guys, for this message. Okay. We have the Five of Wands, competition, conflict, each man for themselves. So the King of Cups could, if you look at him, basically this way. The King of Cups is looking at two different situations, two different ways of acting. Okay? Calm, stable, moving forward, authoritative, or competitive and battling with everyone else. When each and every single person in here is unique, but the reason why this battle is occurring is because someone's trying to be like the other or better than the other. Again, everyone is uniquely made. Everybody in here is unique. They're all dressed differently. Wands going in different directions, but yet still battling against one another. Or you could just be in your corner, literally your corner, setting up to move forward and create a new foundation, stability, you know. Or you could just be standing in your power in the competitions, looking back at you like, yeah, see, releasing toxic behavior, toxic habits, toxic people, situations. Eight of Wands, things moving rapidly, forward movement, just quick. Keep it down. We're coming up under the King of Cups. Okay. This King of Cups and this Eight of Wands. Messages of love from a King of Cups. Again, someone who embodies that energy of the King of Cups, or Cancers. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Cancers? Ooh. Okay. Sorry, y'all. So yeah, the Eight of Wands. The Two of Wands coming up under the Three of Wands. I'm telling you. Hold on. What's that? Oh. Wow. Okay. The Strength card came out in reverse. I'm going to take it. Because obviously it's coming out like that for a reason. And I'm not going to switch it. Then we had the Ace of Wands and the King of Swords. I would need one more card to complete this. But I'm going to go from here. And then once I come up with whatever's going on here, I'll pull the last one. I got you. Don't worry. But something's going on here. Okay. King of Cups is looking at either a way to set up his foundation, right, in peace, doing what he needs to do, or doing what it needs to do. Remember, it could also be feminine, but the side of taking action of the feminine. It could be in terms of emotions too, acting on emotions, but in a way, again, that you are getting the results that you want, okay? Now, looking at this is what the King of Cups is doing with the Eight of Wands. under the Eight of Cups and the Three of Wands. Now, this King of Cups is being influenced by some form of passion or just taking quick action that's allowing this foundation to set up in a way that you're at peace with what's unfolding. Okay? Patiently moving forward. But something is influencing this to happen. Remember, Eight of Wands is messages coming in, and because the Eight of Wands is a reference of Cupid's arrow, it could be a message that could help to release your heart chakra. Okay? Could be messages of love, but it doesn't matter. It could be relationship, romantic, however it is, but it's opening up the space that allows you to create your heart space. Thank you, Spirit. That's what I was trying to get out this entire time. Sometimes they be dragging you through the mud just to get out what you need to say. All right, so the Eight of Wands. Then we have the Two of Wands. So we go from the Eight of Wands to the Two of Wands. It's like tunnel vision. That's how I'm seeing this right now, because it's something that's coming in to go to this point. If it was this way, it would be a different story. But the Two of Wands after the Ace of Wands is basically tunnel vision and just focus on what it is and taking over the world. You see how he's holding that globe in his hand? Just moving forward. And it's coming up under the Three of Wands. Remember I said setting up a foundation. This is about to get, watch where this goes. Because we have the Five of Wands next to the Three of Wands. You know why I said I'm going to keep this? Look at this. The Strength card in reverse to come up under the Five of Wands could just lose the strength of dealing with drama, competition, to the point where you just cut it on out. King of Swords, okay? Because this is coming up under the Two of Wands. This King of Swords. With the Strength card in reverse under the Five of Wands, it could be another scenario where you don't have the strength to, compete with the so-called competition, when you really shouldn't even be thinking about that. You shouldn't be putting your energy into the competition. You should just be focused on you. And apparently some of you have figured that out to the point where you're realizing that being selfish allows you to be selfish in a way that you're able to pay it forward. You know what I'm saying? So that way, the more positive energy we have vibrating along this realm, the better everyone will be. So we absolutely know that's going to take some work, but it is what it is. Now, going back to this reading. Three of Wands with the Two of Wands, setting up a foundation, having tunnel vision, focus on the goal, okay? Not having time for the competition. Cutting that out of your mind, your space, your environment, and then you have the Ace of Wands. This is new beginnings, like a new way of taking action. You're just spiritually enlightened, awakened. It's like a fresh, brand new start to creativity and personal growth, that it allows you to just press forward with proper logic that allows you to see your reality in a clearer way, where you're able to have that tunnel vision. Because remember, I said that this is actually in the middle of the spread. The King of Swords is coming up under the Two of Wands. Let's see. Spirit guys, what's the last card? Okay. We have the Two of Pentacles. Wow. So we have two is, okay. It's not this reading. It's the one before it. I don't remember which one. But I'll post it in my story on Instagram, Soul of a Jaguar, Panthera, or Alba K period K underscore. Information's in my description box below. Don't worry about it. I know I said a lot. My bad. But I'll post it in my story as to which one I mentioned 2-2. And 2-2 is on Sunday. Listen, that's a portal in itself. And portal is basically a space where you're able to go into a deeper thought that instantly becomes a reality. So it's not so, it doesn't feel like a thought. It feels like you're actually maneuvering through it and you can feel the shift happening, if that makes sense. That's a whole nother video. But Ace of Wands, spiritually enlightened, awaken, a new start, creativity, personal growth. King of Swords, cutting out anything that is not supposed to be in the environment that's going to cause any type of smog or clouded judgment or clouded actions, because we're in no position to judge. We do have free will, but that's different. King of Swords. Okay. I need to figure out what's this juggle between Two of Pentacles. Don't feel like you're going to be off balance if you don't compete with the competition and just go your own path. That's what you're supposed to do. That could be holding some of you back. Just focus on what anybody else thinks, period, about what you want to do next. If it makes you happy and it's really not causing any physical harm to someone, when it comes to your emotions, and no one should be hurting anyone. Let's just start with that. But we don't live in a perfect world, so this is why I'm saying this. And again, it's about progress and not perfection. But at the same time, it's like you do whatever it is that makes you happy and doesn't physically harm someone. Okay? Obviously, we're not going to do anything that's going to make someone, like, really hurt someone. Like, say, for instance, if you were in a situation that, how can I put this? Just, it doesn't matter what anyone thinks. If this is something that makes you happy and you feel like you'll be able to do what it is that you were placed on this earth to do, and have tunnel vision and focus and just have like this surge of creativity and abundance. Because remember, I said cracking this thing open here, this heart chakra, this is where you're able to create a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? Because your feelings create your thoughts, and your thoughts create your reality. So, why is the Two of Pentacles here in the final position? Spirit guys, tell me more about these Two of Pentacles. Tell me more about the Two of Pentacles, Spirit guys. Tell me more about the Two of Pentacles. Okay. We have the Six of Cups coming up. We had two cards come out. Well, now we know what it is. Okay, so we had this come out, the Six of Cups and the World card. I asked about the Two of Pentacles. Now, at the bottom, Eight of Swords. So, self-sabotaging thoughts or manipulation. It could also be tying yourself up in your thoughts, okay? And overthinking the situation. Doing so has you in this type of playing field, the Two of Pentacles. You already have the Ace of Wands, and you've been able to get yourself to the King of Swords, okay? With a new way of thinking, the spiritual enlightenment puts you in a position where you are able to think logically. And with that type of logic, it's like it closes the chapter, okay? Now, the World card is also the universe, okay? The Six of Cups is about soulmates, harmony, reciprocity, especially when it comes to emotions, because it's cups, right? Let me let that go on by. Sorry. And that's gonna be a minute. Okay, sorry. So, the universe is taking you down this nostalgic road, right? And with it, clarifying the Two of Pentacles, what I'm feeling from this is like, because notice how one pentacle is level and the other is at the bottom. So it's basically like trying to hold on to what's on the bottom, okay? What you have grown from, okay? And the universe is taking you down memory lane. It doesn't even have to be this life either. It could be, because this is also past life, soulmate. Now, soulmates could be romantic, it could be business. Anything that shifts your soul is a mate. So take that how it resonates. But let's see. I'm going to clarify the Two of Pentacles. And let's do why is the reverse. The reverse. The Strength card in reverse. Oh, height. Okay. Let's do 28, 23. Why is the Strength card in reverse, Spirit guys, as it relates to this spread? Why is the Strength card in reverse as it relates to this spread? Why is the Strength card in reverse? 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 At the bottom of the deck, we have the Death card, Scorpio, transformation, rebirth, also representing Pluto. So that's deep sexual energy. Just saying, I need to, this video is going to be 18 and over. Sorry. As that's how it should be for readers anyway. If you're under that age, you should be living life. Just saying. But, yeah. Scorpio. Why is the Strength card in reverse for you guys? The High Priestess. You understand that the universe has your back. and it's going to reveal to you everything that you need to know to complete this cycle. Because rebirth. Okay. Let's see, at the top we have Page of Wands, a message about a new way of action, or just having a new way of action or thinking. Okay. Down the middle, Three of Wands allows the ships to come in. Again, we have the Three of Wands in the spread already. The Three of Wands is in the middle. This one is setting up the foundation, and this one has the ships coming in. So, tell me more about the Strength card in reverse with the High Priestess. Strength card in reverse with the High Priestess. We have 222, by the way. Tell me more about the Strength card in reverse with the High Priestess. Tell me about the Strength card in reverse. Tell me about the Strength card in reverse. Justice, karma. Completing the cycle, I'm telling you. They're completing this for you. When I say they, I made it the divine creator, whatever you want to consider as your spirit guides, or whatever it is that is above you, because you understand that there's something greater in terms of spirituality itself. There goes the horn. Just saying. So 211, Justice card is also Libra, meaning the Justice scale. High Priestess, Enlightenment. See what I'm saying? The Hermit. 211, 9. The Hermit, Virgo, gone within, taking a time to literally, get into that vulnerable, meditative state. Strength card in reverse. And it's going to have you feel like you're doing this type of motion too, just like this. Homeboys in the car. Oh my God, what's the Five of Wands for us here, guys? So tell me more about the Five of Wands. The Empress, okay. Focus on you, your abundance, bringing things to fruition, because the Empress is birth of something. Greater than the competition. Or some of you could just be backing down from arguments with a mother figure. Tell me more about the Five of Wands with the Empress. It's another 3, by the way. So you have 2 3s and 3 2s. 3 3s. Focus on working on your craft, your pinnacle, your coin, your stability. Because you know it's time to reap what you sowed. So you're going to make sure what you sow is what you want to reap. Tell me about this 8 of Wands. Tell me about the 8 of Wands. 8 of Wands is the 5 of Wands. But we just finished clarifying. Tell me more about the 5 of Wands. I'm telling you, as you elevate and continue to move forward, there's always going to be levels to where people are going to try to bring you down, you know? But your purpose is to know when you need to respond and not. knowing you just need to let it go on by. Like the Five of Wands is clarifying, the Eight of Wands right there is letting that type of drunk just go on by, because it's in between the King of Cups and the Ace of Wands. You know you have this great idea that you about to just take off. Allow that the stuff that has nothing to do with that energy of you moving forward, because your ships are coming in. Three of Wands, that's what came out. So now we have four threes. Three of Wands twice, the Empress, which is three, and the Three of Pentacles. What is the Three of Wands about? Clarifying the Eight of Wands. What is the Three of Wands about? Clarifying the Eight of Wands. What is the Three of Wands about? Clarifying the Eight of Wands. Five of Cups. After this sorrow, this emotion, these emotions that didn't make you feel good, that didn't make you happy, you know? So it's the competition, the action, you taking action, and people having whatever it is that they have to say. And also relationships where your emotions were not met. Your focus on your ships coming in. If it's not in relation to that new idea and allowing you to be creative and move forward, you're just letting it go on by. And you're gonna have people that are gonna try to knock you down when you have your ships coming in. That's usually how it goes. Remember, I've always said to every level there's a different way of learning something that you may not be comfortable with. Because words are energy. I could have said a different thing, but I'm not, because I know that's going to create a certain energy. And that's not what we're here to do. But for the first time, the word was challenge or obstacle. So instead of looking at it like that, I just said going through a situation where you're not going to feel as comfortable as you're normally used to in terms of responding to things that aren't going your way, because you come to the understanding that everything's not going to happen your way. Everything is going to happen in divine order, but at the same time, you can do whatever it is that you need to do to know where things are shifting to based off energy and based off how you feel your intuition. Again, it has to be with this opened up. You don't want to hold on to things of this type of energy, and it's going to block your blessings from coming in. So you can block not blessings, because that means to be less. You can block whatever it is that's coming for you, that's going to keep you in that positive, high vibrational space. People are either going to try to get you out of that, so that way you're putting your energy into self-sabotaging yourself by worrying about what somebody else is saying or thinking, knowing good and well that you're moving forward because your ships are coming. So yes, see, Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment. Something you wish for is coming true. Down the middle, Wheel of Fortune, okay? The wheel's turning. Come on with it, y'all. Ace of Wands. You have the Ace of Wands at the top, Wheel of Fortune in the middle, and the Nine of Cups at the bottom. You don't think people are going to try to sabotage you and get you off your game? Don't allow it, because that only happens if you allow it. Under the Ace of Wands, Two of Cups. Brand new love. Partnerships. But this is more like divine union type of stuff, where it's like you and that other person have this bond that helps this realm to survive. That type of energy. Under the Wheel of Fortune, you have the Nine of Wands, surrendering, and then the Chariot, moving forward with the new form of logic, also the card of Cancer too. Deep intuition as well, because that's Cancer. And then you have the moon, Pisces. Another one about what's deep within, you know. I just want to see it. Eight of Swords. Well, just don't let those deep secrets put you in a position where you feel like you're being manipulated or, you know, falsely putting yourself in that position. It's going to take away what's coming in. Let's go into I'm going to do the moon cards. I've shuffled and cut these earlier. I can do that here. Wow. This is probably the longest reading I've done. But it went as long as we needed to. Somebody needs to hear this. Okay, let's see what we have. So you guys, what message do you have for the collective as it relates to this spread? What message? A new start is coming, new moon. You are good enough, full moon in Virgo. So if you have to do this alone, go for it. And you're not alone because, like I said before, you have the High Priestess and the Justice card and the Hermit. So this is like, if you think of like the higher realm, 5D and above, this is what you'll be doing. This is what you'll be encountering or who you'll be speaking to that people probably just think you're crazy, but whatever. These are the energies of the higher dimensions because you're putting yourself in a position to be vulnerable and just feel. And when you feel, you get to figure out where you're heading, you know. Because it helps. Any other messages on the collective based on this spread? Any other messages for this spread? Any other messages for this spread? We have believe in the impossible, full blue moon. And we actually have a blue moon this year, if I'm not mistaken, on the 31st of October. Yes, I think. It's a harvest moon. Oh. Anyway, sorry. Believe in the impossible. At the bottom, we have a fiery climax approaches. So this is full moon Aries. This is when I was saying about people trying to get you off your game to distract you, so that way you feeling like you're off balance, but in reality you're not, because you're going to complete the cycle anyway, because you're going down memory lane and you're getting all your stuff together because you gonna cut it out, because you have this new way of thinking and creating your spiritual enlightenment. Yes, in the middle, meditate and contemplate. Haven't we been saying that since yes. The end of a tough cycle approaches. Like I said, as you get to the point where your stuff starts to come into manifestation, people are going to try to get you off your game and just distract you, but don't let it. My loves, I'm going to end this reading here. I'm actually going to go live on Instagram, so follow me on IG, Soul of a Jaguar, Panthera, or the one I'm going to go on live until the other page fills up where I have all my people, but I may go live. Anyway, be rambling. The IG, I will be going on live, Alba, ALBA _K_. See you there, my loves.